Hi, I'm Steph Reminger from the St. Genevieve Museum Learning Center, and today we're standing in front of a 1910 Pullman car. We're going to tell you all about it. We're at Barley Automotive in St. Genevieve, and let's talk about the history first. We're going to bring in Pat Mike. Come on in from Fabic Corporation, and tell us the connection first with the Fabic Corporation.
Well, first off, the Fabic family is a Caterpillar dealership in Wisconsin and Missouri. And then before a Caterpillar dealership, John Fabic Sr. formed, he had a livery stable on Grand Avenue in St. Louis. And then from the livery stable, it went to automotive, started with the Meteor car, and then the more prestigious Pullman that you see here that he owned in 1910. He then started with a tractor company called Cletrac, which in 1925 became Caterpillar. He then obviously got out of the livery stable and out of the car dealers, and we're now a Caterpillar dealership that's about 107 years old. Fast forward about 100 years later, the Fabic family purchased the Pullman car exactly like what he sold, and that car is what you see here. It's not the original one, but it was something that we had in our lobby in the office at our headquarters in St. Louis. We felt that it would be probably more appropriate to put it in a museum setting, and that's what you see here is how it ended up here. So it's on loan to the History Museum, and we really hope that it does with the intention that Robert and Vern wants it to do.
So this car, or one just like it, was on a showroom floor 100 years ago.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Actually, 113 years ago, I believe, is how old this car is.
Very cool.
Yeah, yeah. And they restored it perfectly, and then we purchased it, I think, about 2017, and sat in our dealership. But obviously, we sell Caterpillar, and it'll get a great deal more of attention in a museum setting than in a Caterpillar dealership.
Well, let's bring in a museum representative, Robert Walk. Come on in here. So I'm sure you're very thrilled to have something like this connected with the museum, aren't you?
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's a perfect museum piece to start with. And what a better way to represent the museum than to give the public the opportunity to come and view this. So through the graciousness of the Fabic Tractor Works, we actually got it on loan, and they have agreed to let us use it to raise funds for the museum. But right now we don't have room in the museum to park this, so you might want to bring in Mr. Barley at this point. Tell Mr. Barley how he fits into this situation.
Come on in, Scott.
There it goes.
Scott Barley from Barley Automotive, where we are now in his showroom. Tell us about this car and what you think about having it here.
Well, it's awesome. I mean, we're honored to be able to do this in the house, and, for the time being until the museum gets a placement for the car. So it's perfect place for people to come and see it. It's going to be a neat addition.
And I know you're just really chomping at the bit to honk that
Hey,
horn.
I know. Let's
go ahead.
Let's do a little honking. Oh wait, there we go.
There's a little snake eye here for the horn. This is really a pretty cool piece, and we hope everyone comes out to see it here at Barley Automotive and support the museum.
And in addition to that, then the idea of this is that we are going to ask people, we are kicking off the Jurassic Club. So the Jurassic Club is being a member of that Jurassic Club to come out, look at the vehicle. We actually have brochures here that will invite people to join the Jurassic Club, and the Jurassic Club will help us get the funds to provide a new housing for this vehicle down at the museum. So we've got to pay off debt, and that's our ultimate goal, was to have people come out and join the Jurassic Club.
Yeah.
So
I don't personally know if anybody has made any contributions for the fundraiser, but if they haven't, Fabic would like to be the first to make a donation on this in the amount of $1,000 to kick off your fundraising campaign, Robert.
Honk that horn.
Well
that is fantastic. Thank you. Pat,
it's our
that.
pleasure. It's our pleasure.
And Scott, thank you for letting us bring this in.
You're welcome.
So what else haven't we covered?
Well, and let's make sure that we let everybody know this is open to the public, so anybody can come in during our working hours, 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, Monday through Friday. So please stop in.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.